Hi, I'm Deirdre Gibson. I'm a professor here at Nassau Community College, and I am the coordinator for the Culinary Arts program here. I actually started the program on this campus. We've been up and running since 2017. We have just recently started renovation on our new buildings. The program is growing considerably, so we are trying to accommodate all of our students that want to come on and get an education here at Nassau Community College. The program is 2.5 years, so that's 5 semesters. During your second and third semester, right between those semesters, we require that all of our students do an internship of 350 hours. So I did a small PowerPoint to kind of point out some of the really good things about our program, show you some of our students and highlight their work. And hopefully this PowerPoint will answer most of your questions. And if you have any questions along the way, please just interrupt me and I'll answer what I can for you. Well, we actually have approximately 70 students from all over Long Island and New York. And our classes are about usually 15 or 16 students, so it's a small class size. We do half culinary and half lecture courses. So it's a combination of both. This program is unique in the sense that most culinary programs primarily do culinary cooking, and ours teaches you about the business side in case you want to actually open a business and not just cook. So let me show you the PowerPoint, and that might answer some of the questions that you might have. So this is our campus. It's, I think, 225 acres. It's huge. And the programs of study I've listed here. So we have actually 4 majors. So some people who are interested in culinary go directly into culinary arts. Others are interested in managing at a hotel or a restaurant, so they go into hotel technology, administration, or food service and restaurant management. And we have some students that go directly into food and nutrition. So those are the 4 majors that we have and that you can get degrees in this department. This is all part of the hospitality business department. These are members of our faculty. And they all have different specialties, which is kind of nice. So you get a really well-rounded education if you come. All the photos you'll see are our students working or on trips to Italy or wherever they go for their internships. As I said, it's a 2.5-year program. And we do half lecture and half lab classes. By the time you finish in 2.5 years, you should be able to go into a kitchen and work in any food service operation. It's really designed to make sure that you can get a job once you leave this program, once you graduate. We encourage all of our students, though, to go and get their bachelor's. Bachelor's in business or a bachelor's in hospitality or food sustainability. You know, there are many avenues that you can take. We partner with some local businesses and we partner with some businesses outside of New York. Some of our students go to Fire Island and do their internships while others go to Cape Cod. We are partnered with 3 restaurants in Cape Cod so the students can spend their summer in Cape Cod. and live there, and work in the New England seafood market. We also have healthcare facilities that we are in partnership with, where they can also cook if they are more bent on doing healthcare and nutrition. This facility is located in Parma. I think we took 18 students last summer to Italy. They got to go through the Marco Polo Institute for study abroad in Italy. And they take master classes there. They go to different sustainable facilities where food is processed and learn those processes. While you're here, we want to make sure that not only do you have a degree, but you have the correct certifications so that you can work in our business. So during your 2.5 years, you're going to do a ServSafe Food Protection Manager certification, a food allergen certification, New York State's ITAP that allows you to serve alcohol once you are 21, and a sexual harassment workshop with a certification as well. We want you to know the human resources of hospitality management as well. So this degree is 64 credits. And if you decide that you want to go ahead and get your bachelor's, remember SUNY has 64 schools, other colleges. And so you can go to one of those or any school you'd like and transfer your degree to that school to work on your bachelor's. These are the classes that we teach. So we teach a culinary sanitation course and an intro to culinary arts, French cuisine, American cuisine, international, garde manger, which is cold food, baking, and culinary nutrition, dining room service, and a quantity food production. So you get a real taste of what we do here as far as what kind of classes that you would get. This is the next group. These are our lecture courses. So we have international wines and beverages and dining room service, the culinary internship, which I spoke of, menu planning and design, food and beverage operations. I think that the approach that we take is very holistic in nature because it teaches you how to run your kitchen and also the front of the house responsibilities that you might have if you own your own business. So a lot of you might be ready to look at schools and you're trying to figure out what you should be looking for. I think that one of the things that makes NCC, Nassau Community College, a good choice is the affordable tuition. Currently, it's $3,200 a semester, so $6,400 a year. And that, for me, makes a lot of sense. You have to get an affordable education that is a good return on your investment. And this is a really great place to do that. The next thing is our small class sizes. Usually 15 to 16 students per culinary class. So it's wonderful. It's a smaller learning environment. And I find that our students really enjoy having smaller class sizes. It's more hands-on. And, you know, there's always an instructor and a TA present. So, you know, there's a lot of help if you need it. We're conveniently located. You can reach us from Suffolk or Nassau or Queens very quickly. And I think that makes a difference in commute time, time you spend getting to us, and just getting home makes all the difference in the world. And the last thing is our faculty. We have a really good faculty. We have people who have certain specialties, which I think will help our students. Masters in nutrition for 3 of our faculty members. 2 of us have degrees in food sustainability and water sustainability and in urban agriculture. So we really focus on making sure that we do things as sustainable as possible through the school. So not only is our new building sustainable, but how we cook. We don't waste food, we don't waste water. So these are some of our culinary field trips. One is to Smoking Owls. We like to go to local restaurants and check them out. The owner was gracious enough to show us how he smokes meat, and that's part of also learning more about our businesses, our local businesses, supporting them, and also learning about food, how it's made. The bottom is a winery. This winery was located in Italy. The students got a tour and a tasting, and that photo is actually from last summer. We're leaving in May to go back to Italy with the next group. These are pictures of our students, some of our students. It is an interesting group to actually meet because they get along, they form bonds, they help each other get jobs. You know, if one is working someplace they like, they bring someone else from their class in, you know, to get a job at that facility. So they really have formed good bonds. I have 3 that are at college in Florida that were in the same class, and they decided to be roommates once they left New York to continue their bachelor's in Florida. So it's the small class size and the camaraderie that I like most about our students. They are warm and welcoming and always willing to help one another. I just like that about our students. So some of our students have graduated, and they've gone into business for themselves. We have a student that has started an online hot sauce business. We have another student who is a vegan chef. She got her degree in nutrition, and vegan companies send her product, and she makes lovely pictures of them. You'll see the avocado picture right here. She's making a recipe for one of the vegan companies. So she works from home, and she's able to make the recipes for vegan cooking, and she makes a living doing that. That's not a bad way of living, and she enjoys it and she loves it. But I did want to show you some of the other food that we make. We cook almost every day. And this is all the students' work. So I just wanted to kind of point that out. We try to buy everything locally. So normally what we do is we teach you the principles of making things. So for example, we'll teach you how to make a vinaigrette, and we'll give you the recipe. And then in your next class, and we'll give you a set of, say, 3 or 4 vinaigrettes to make sure that the oil and the vinegar are in proportion. And then maybe in about 2 or 3 weeks, we'll ask you to make a dish and to make your own vinaigrette. And we want to make sure that you understand the foundations of making a vinaigrette before we have you experiment and, do your own thing. So you'll be given recipes and the foundation on how to make things, how to make a mayonnaise, how to make basic sauces, how to make pan sauces, and things that are required of most chefs, how to use a knife properly, proper cleaning techniques. And then after you have gotten comfortable with how we do the foundation of cooking, you have a little bit more leeway. However, our classes are pretty structured. If you're taking a baking class, you're going to be learning, pastry and croissants and Danish, and there's a routine to it. At the beginning of the semester, you're going to be told the things that you're going to be learning during that course of that semester, and each semester is 15 weeks, and each of the cooking classes meets once a week. So if you have a baking class on a Monday, next Monday you're going to have a baking class, and if you have on Tuesday American Regional, then the following Tuesday you'll have American Regional. So I wanted to show you some of the pathways that you could take if you decided to become a chef. Not all chefs go to work for restaurants or hotels. Some become bakers or pastry chefs or cake decorators. In the food media area, they become food stylists or food writers or recipe production assistants. They work for different television stations, or they'll work for different chefs that might be on TV. They can go and work for their staff. Also for magazines, they also need recipe production assistants. You could also go into catering. A lot of young chefs decide that they want to cater for a while. You can do it on your own, or you could do production catering for film and television. You could go into corporate catering and work for one of the law firms. They often cater. Or work for hotels, not only hotels, but you could also work for hospitals and do catering. You could also cater for sports arenas. A lot of the music venues also have concession catering. So there are a lot of other avenues other than just restaurants and hotels that you could possibly work at. You could open up a food truck. And as you can see, there are quite a few here in Long Island. So I wanted to tell you just a little bit about the food industry and why this might be a good occupation if you like cooking and you think that you would like to do this for a career. This is a huge, significant sector of business for this country. And because it's so large, we have the opportunity to grow as far as our numbers. Our salaries have increased, and our projected growth in this industry is 8% by 2028. So each year we are on an upward swing as far as what people in this area need. There are 9,500 restaurants in Long Island, so there's always work in Long Island for someone in the food business. So normal salary for executive chefs starts at about 70, and that's for, and that can go up into the six figures. So it is a lucrative position. But I will tell you this, for the hotels, they are now requiring that you have at least a bachelor's. If you are an executive chef, they would prefer you to have your MBA, that's your master's. A lot of the hotel chains now will actually pay for you to go back and get your master's. They want it in business. And the reason for that is the amount of money that hotels make in food and beverage. So for a 300 room hotel, they could be doing $15 million worth of food and beverage business. So if they're going to give you that responsibility of controlling $15 million worth of business, they want you to have a master's. So keep in mind that as an executive chef, you will have to be good at business, because after all, while food is love, our business is the bottom line. The number of establishments in New York is almost 24,000 establishments, with a little over 317,000 jobs. So there's always a place for you as far as our work here in New York. I wanted to feature some of our students. Floor, that you see here, and Josh. Josh already has his bachelor's, and he came back to us to get his cooking degree. He's working for Atria. And Floor is working on her bachelor's in nutrition science at Farmingdale, which is another SUNY school. And she's a graduate of our program, but she's also my teacher's assistant here part-time. And I'm hoping that, once she finishes her nutrition degree, she'll consider, working for us full-time. Luciano and Diego, the second and fourth pictures that you see there, are getting ready to graduate in May. They both have jobs already. Luciano just left Westbury Manor, and he's gotten a job in the city working for one of the restaurants. They're both very talented. And, we were really fortunate to have all four as students. It's going to be sad to see them go, but I'm glad that they all are working. Floor's at the Garden City Hotel now. So if you might want to come and visit us, we have an NCC mobile app, which is a walking app. So it'll direct you anywhere on the campus that you'd like to go. And these are the things that you can do to apply to NCC. So you have to complete the NCC application, and I left the link there. You have to complete your FAFSA form, which is your student aid. You have to take the placement exam here at Nassau Community College. And I sent the link there down below. And then the last thing to do is to set an appointment with me for an interview. We actually have more students than we have seats. So it's important to get the interview process and all these other processes completed as soon as possible if you're thinking of coming in the fall. And if you want to check out our department, you can use this QR code here. And that will take you directly to our department link. And this is just a little bit about what we are doing next. We've started a new build on a culinary school. We're actually building refurbishing two buildings to be LEED certified. That means they'll be energy and environmentally designed. This will be the second building, actually the third building like this on campus that's LEED certified. It'll have state-of-the-art facilities, very modern teaching and production kitchens. We are putting in equipment and just adequate classroom and kitchen space so that we can enlarge our program as quickly as possible. So that's it. I hope that answered all of your questions, but if not, I left my telephone number here so that you can reach me. If I don't pick up, you can leave me a message and I will call you back as soon as possible.